Welcome to this instructional video on installing the Arnott OES front magnetic strut for various GM SUVs short wheelbase and long wheelbase GMT K2xx with Magneride Z95. We'll guide you through the process to ensure a smooth and safe installation experience. Before starting, ensure you have the necessary safety measures in place, which can be found in the vehicle owner's manual. Lift and immobilize the vehicle properly and isolate any stored energy to prevent injuries or damage. Start by lifting the vehicle and then remove the applicable front wheel. Now, unroute and disconnect the electrical connection. Next, remove the 3 top mount nuts as well as the 2 bottom mount bolts. Remove the shock assembly from the vehicle. Using the proper equipment, compress the coil spring of the shock assembly in order to safely begin disassembly. Now, remove the electrical connector retaining clip and save it for reuse. Then remove the electrical connector and discard it. Ensure that the coil spring is safely compressed and then remove the top mount retaining nut. Next, remove the top mount assembly and set it aside for later use. Now decompress the coil spring and remove it. Remove the rubber ring from the shock. Both can be set aside for reuse. The removal is now complete. Make sure to tighten all nuts and bolts to the vehicle manufacturer's specifications during the installation process of the magnetic shock. Prepare the new shock for assembly by safely mounting it on the compressor. Next, place the rubber ring onto the new shock in the same orientation as before. Now place the coil spring onto the shock and safely compress it to continue with the assembly. Place all parts of the top mount assembly onto the new shock. Now install the provided top mount retaining nut. Now place the provided electrical connector onto the wire leads as shown in the images on the right. Ensure the wires are fully seated. Reinstall the wire retaining clip and install the assembled shock onto the vehicle. Also reinstall the 2 bottom mount bolts as well as the 3 top mount nuts. Reroute and connect the electrical connection and reinstall the applicable front wheel. Lastly, lower the vehicle and the installation is complete. Thank you for following our guide on installing the Arnott front magnetic strut for various GM SUVs. Proper installation ensures the longevity and performance of your vehicle's suspension system.